This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 29. It says, Lo, this only have I found, that the Most High have made man upright, but they have sought out many inventions. I like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And salutations to all you brothers out there pushing this word in love, truth, sincerity, and humility. Once again, it's the brother Shathia from the Chicago camp, coming back to you with what I hope is another quick and edifying sit down. Please forgive my voice. I think it's trying to go out on me, but nonetheless, the work still has to be done. And this was inspired by this video that I saw on TikTok, and the caption on there is, can you see the agenda, or can you see that there's an agenda? So I'm going to let this video play, and then we're going to get some scripture.
Creep on in, on in, on in.
Okay, basically they're trying to tell you that there is an agenda, not only to emasculate men, but who did you see in there? Israelite men in particular. All right. I think this is one of the niggas from Amigos. I don't know. You had Floyd Mayweather. Okay, you had LeBron James. Of course, you had that little nigga Uzi Vert. All right. There is an agenda to completely emasculate men, but in particular, the Israelite man, because what you have to realize is that bad Uncle Esau knows that the world follows our trends and that we are trendsetters. Okay, as the scripture says, and I'm going to get back to this Ecclesiastes. Okay. Matthew 5 and 13. It says, ye are the salt of the earth. All right. Bad Uncle Esau knows that we got a lot of flavor. We got a lot of style. We have a lot of creativity. All right. But he uses the desires of these men for whatever their desire is. If it's just to be famous, if it's to have money, if it's to have notoriety, he uses that against them, and he weaponizes it not only against other nations of men, but he weaponizes it specifically to Israelite men, because he knows that at the end of the day, it is truly the Israelite man who is the ultimate force, okay, that can beat him. And not just any Israelite man, an elect man of the Lord, okay, that can put up a fight. So this is why he pushes this agenda constantly of this masculine feminine man, or this feminine masculine man image. All right, what do they call that? Androgynous, something like that. Okay, so we're going to go back to Ecclesiasticus 7 and 29, and it says, lo, this only have I found, that the Most High have made man upright, because we were not supposed to be acting in such a degenerate fashion. You have to go to Psalm 147, and I believe it's at the very end of the Psalm. I want to say it's 19. Okay, Psalm 147 and 9, it says, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye Yahweh. So the Lord has only shown the nation of Israel how to be upright, because we were supposed to be a nation that was supposed to be an example to all the other nations of the world on how to have a godly conduct and live a life that is pleasing to the Lord, and live a life that is prosperous, that brings forth all positive things when they are executed to their maximum potential. Okay, we can even get that where it says, wise and hopefully this will pull up, wise and understanding people. Deuteronomy 4, and I might have to start at 5. Let me see. Yep, Deuteronomy 4 and 5. It says, behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, Psalm 147, even as Yahweh my power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. It says, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Okay, so Israelites were supposed to be the standard of what every other nation was supposed to emulate, not vice versa. It says, for what nation is there so great, who hath the Most High so nigh unto them, as Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that have statutes and judgments so righteous, as all this law which I set before you this day? So all the other nations are supposed to have a righteous envy toward us, because our lifestyle brings forth so much positivity. It brings forth so much fruitful works. But see, as we go into Ecclesiastes, the 7th chapter, okay, it said that man, it says, lo, this only have I found, that the Most High have made man upright, okay, supposed to be righteous. It says, they have sought out many inventions. All right, now let's go to the blue letter and let's read, let's get out inventions.
Strong's H 2810. Chishavon.
It says device, invention. It says a contrivance, actual, or mental engine, invention. So let's go back to the blue letter and let's read the New Linear Translation. All right, so machinations. It says, but I did find this, the Most High created people to be virtuous, that's righteous, but they have each turned to follow their own downward path. Oh my goodness. What does that remind you of? Let me get that pernicious. Hopefully it'll spell it that way. Second Peter 2 and 2. It says, and many shall follow their own pernicious ways. Let's look up that word pernicious. Let's get the dictionary, regular dictionary. It says causing much harm in a subtle way, causing death or injury and deadly. And how does this agenda cause much harm in a subtle way? Because it's put in the media as something that's trendy. Okay? That's how it's done in a crafty way, a very subtle. You have to remember, okay, when you read the book of Genesis, it tells you that the serpent was more subtle than all the creatures. So this devil knows about the psychology of man, and they know how the mind processes information consciously and subconsciously, and what type of words, what type of colors, and what type of music to put together to make sure that this image and the message that they want to put out has the best result of reaching the most people, or the most masses of people that it can possibly reach. And see, you got these wicked men of our nation willingly participating, and not only in the destruction of themselves, but the destruction of their own people, because to do this is horrible. It's sin. For the scripture clearly says the wages of sin is death. But our people willingly do this because they don't fear the Lord. As the scripture says, and I should know this by heart, but let me just do gain the whole world. I must use this a lot. Matthew 16:26. And it says, for what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? Many of these Israelite men, they compromise their own mental and spiritual sanity, or purity, for a lack of a better phrase, for money, for notoriety, for fame, to be trendsetters, to be somebody that's so-called important, or as we have the popular term today, influencers. Everybody wants to be an influencer, but everybody wants to influence for all the wrong reasons. Nobody wants to be an influencer for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, promoting that which is righteous. Because as we read, the Lord created man upright. We are supposed to be the example that the world is supposed to follow. We're not supposed to be following the ways of the heathen. We are the ones that have the power that backs us. We are the ones that have a power that gave us a standard of living that would promote how do I want to word this? It would promote a healthy living, a healthy lifestyle. This is why you have to be very careful on what you watch, and especially brothers who have children. You have to be very careful about what you let your children watch, because as the scripture says, I want to say it might be spelt like this. 1 Peter 5:8, it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, bad Uncle Esau, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. And this is one, as I mentioned before, this is one of the ways that he does it, through his media, promoting this image of the masculine, a masculine feminine man, or a feminine masculine man, however you want to. I mean, just saying that is just confusion within itself. All right, I think I saw a recent Vogue cover where that guy, he's going to be in the new Creed 3 movie. I forgot his name, But check out his Vogue cover, like the Vogue cover he was on. He was wearing a pink hat with these tight pants and boots on the couch with this fluffy. It just reeked of a whole feminine energy. All right. This dude on swole with a 6-pack and got a feminine vibe projecting off the page, man. It's complete madness. But one thing that we know we have to do, and that's just stand firm in this truth. As it says when we continue to read, whom resist steadfast in faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished. No. That wasn't the one I was looking for. Hold on. Let me put this on pause and find it real quick. Okay, this is 1 Corinthians 16 and 13. And it says, watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men, be strong. Okay, let's get that. Let's get that in the blue letter. Okay, that word quit.
Strong's G407. Andridzamai.
It says to make a man or make brave, to show oneself a man, be brave. Strong's definition, to act manly. Yes. That's what we're supposed to do. All right. When we see stuff like this, okay, we're supposed to call it out, say that it's wrong, and stand firm in our faith. Okay, telling people that no, this is wrong. This is not the way to live. And we as men of the Lord are going to stand firm like men and let you know that, hey, regardless of this message, we ain't going either. All right. We're going to stand bold in our faith, and we're going to stand bold and brave in our for lack of a better phrase, our masculine frame. All right. Because the Lord gave us a spirit to fight all this madness. And he gave us the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding with this manly spirit to see all the wiles that this devil pulls out and to be able to call him out on this BS. So that's all I really want to say on this. I went further than I should have, but nonetheless, I hope you all were edified. Until the next time, we're going to say Shalom.